The best class setup for the Hades is going to be an Elo sight, hybrid mags, rapid fire, suppressor with scavenger, gung ho, and dead silence. One change I made to this class setup depending on the lobby was if people were running body armor, I would drop 2 of the perks for FMJ, so I'd either run with gung ho or dead silence, and then I'd run the crash specialist. And as most of my subscribers know, a best class setup is almost useless without a tutorial on how to use that best class setup. And I wouldn't be surprised if everyone's drinking the crossbar Kool-Aid, and what I mean by that is there's a ton of best class setups out there that include the crossbar, and they'll even take it a step further and call it overpowered and all that type of nonsense. But at the end of the day, when you actually look at how this weapon works, there is pretty much no class setup that is overpowered. And I hope those of you watching aren't thinking that I'm saying that the Hades is trash, because it's definitely not trash. I just think it's very well balanced, and it is a very good overall LMG. So now you know what the rest of the video is about. Hopefully you'll want to stick around, but if not, you just took the class setup and you're going to go ahead and take off. That's cool too. Please just remember to hit that like button and subscribe with notifications if you haven't already. And then anyone else sticking around through the rest of the video, if you do enjoy the video in any way or do find any of the tips helpful, it would be very appreciated if you could hit that like button. And if you're part of that 72% that hasn't yet subscribed, please remember to hit that subscribe button, turn it from red to gray, and ring that bell so you'll get notifications for my future videos. So one thing I'm looking for as far as feedback goes on these best class setup videos and the gameplay breakdowns is what types of gameplays are you guys looking for? Because I've gone ahead and put flawless gameplay where I pretty much take no damage the entire match, and then there's people that'll leave comments saying I'm cheating, I'm using aimbot, or something crazy ridiculous. And then sometimes I'll put out a little bit more normal gameplay where maybe I go 45 and 8 or something like that. And then I'll get a ton of comments saying, man, why would I use your class setup? You're trash at the game. And I know in either of those scenarios, it's just the vocal minority, because I'm sure the majority of you that are watching my video really enjoy the content, and you get a lot out of it regardless of which way I decide to go. So if you could be the vocal majority today by leaving positive or negative constructive feedback in the comments section. So if you can help me out with that, I'd be really appreciative of that. And let's go ahead and get into the gameplay breakdown. So first out of gameplay went 61-5 on Nuketown, and then right here I'm playing Elevation. And this map I'm not really a big fan of. I think the spawns are a little bit wonky, and then pretty much everyone converges to this left side instead of going around that far right side on the south side of the map. So I end up taking that guy out, and then I gotta kind of rotate. I see a couple guys up top, and this is a little bit sweatier of a lobby. I'm predicting that somebody's going to be coming around this spawn. I kind of waited a quick second, take him out, and then somebody comes around the left side. Wasn't really expecting that. In the beginning, early game, a lot of times you got to focus on getting those streaks because those UAVs are very helpful. Even though people end up shooting them down or whatever the case is, they can be very helpful in early game. So as I jump around the corner here, I'm kind of predicting where the guy was going to be. There was no indication on the mini map, so I kind of was just guessing based off where the guy was previously. And something that I did put on the thumbnail was more accurate. And that's the point I want to get across. If you're not running the Hades crossbar, you're going to be able to take on a lot more engagements. The crossbar is really only good for that short to short medium range. And you can hit people at range, but typically if you're going up against a good player, they're going to melt you with the KN, the ICR, the SWAT, pretty much most of the other medium to long range weapons, because they're going to be able to land all of them. Pretty much when you do that crossbar operator mod, you end up getting this thing that kind of looks like Bloom in Fortnite, where your bullets kind of go all random because the hipfire spread is not as accurate as it is when you're aimed down sight. And I know when you're running the crossbar, you don't really aim down sight, but I think you guys understand what I mean. If you've tried both of those class setups before, you're going to have a little bit more accuracy with running this. And even though I think the crossbar is a decent attachment, I think it's more of a gimmick. It's not really anything special. You do get really fast strafing speed, but overall I would much rather have more accuracy than faster strafing speed, because I can manage without that strafing speed. I can use my movement even though it is a little bit slower, especially if you're not running dexterity or anything like that with your slides. You're going to have a little bit slower mobility, but overall you can manage if you know how to play the game correctly. You can play smart, choose your engagements wisely. You can see my teammates are getting engagements here. Go ahead and try and help out, and it looks like that engagement's over. You can see what I was talking about with the spawns are kind of wonky. Feel like they should be spawning down here, which there is a guy, but then there's still plenty of them on the other side. So it gets kind of weird. My teammate ends up taking that guy out, so I start rotating back to the other side. I was thinking if maybe he killed my teammate, then the spawns would have a hard flip, then I'd have to worry about something in that direction. So right here it gets a little bit sketch, but you're going to see kind of how it plays out. I can see my teammates going in right there, end up coming around, take that guy out, and then I'm peeking, seeing what's going on, and pretty much waiting for that UAV to give me the information I need. So it looks like there is a guy over here. I thought there was going to be another one following me, which there was, and I luck out because the guy is using a fire shotgun, misses the shot, and then I'm able to clean him up so I can call on that sniper's nest. And I know this guy was mad, and this is probably one of the first times this ever happened to me, and I use Crash a lot, where the TAC 5 boost actually helps me mid gunfight. I know it's helped me when other teammates will call it in, maybe mid gunfight, or I'm going against someone and they get it called for them. Kind of makes it a little bit tricky. You can see I take that guy out, but there's another guy just kind of camping in the back. He even tried to go lay prone. My teammate took him out. You're going to see people are going to start cycling out of the lobby. It was a pretty sweaty lobby, and new players come in that even sweatier. They got Master Prestige rank up the wazoo. Luckily, that guy was already damaged by my strike team. As I melee him, he's able to get finished off. So you can kind of see how I've stuck to this area of the map that is a pretty hot area. There are some close quarter engagements, which the Hades does perfectly fine with. And then there's some medium to long range engagements where I'm able to take advantage of the strength of LMGs at range. So now I'm rotating to the other side of the map, and you can kind of see how it's working out where they're all spawning on that back side. Playing a little bit more aggressive, knowing that I got my teammates here. I got a little bit of backup. I shoot as they come around the corner. Calling that UAV, got the strike team there. So you're going to see how easy these gunfights are when people are distracted with the strike team. I jump out pretty aggressively. I do take damage. That guy could have probably easily killed me if it was just head to head, and I probably wouldn't have taken that risk, but overall I go ahead and use my strike team to my advantage. Snap on that guy, turn around, clean kill there. There's another one just there. I needed a heal, but I thought that that kill was more important, so I go ahead and rotate, get out of there. Now I'm in a safe spot. Already cycled all my streaks again. That's why the TAC 5 boost with the ammo and the ComSec device are so disgusting when you combine them together. And even though I think most people would probably put Crash as a top 5 specialist, overall I think he is the best specialist in the game because of how well you can work everything together. And even if you have a bad start, a lot of times you could turn it around really quick if you combine all those elements together, and that's regardless of class setup as far as the actual weapon goes. So since this is pretty much a smackdown, everyone left the lobby, we're going to go ahead and skip to the end. If you did enjoy the video in any way, please remember to hit that like button. If you are brand new to the channel, or you're part of that 72% that still haven't yet subscribed, what are you doing? You made it to this point. You obviously want to improve. And I know if you do hit that subscribe button, you're automatically going to become a better player over time. I appreciate all the support on the channel. It's actually unreal how supportive you guys are with my content on a regular basis. So I definitely do appreciate that. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.